know what it is about Jackson Storm, but pretty much every time he gets a diecast variant, it ends up to be a monster peg warmer. I don't know why. I mean, he's a pretty cool car. Even when he first came out in 2017, brand new model and everything, unlike anything we've ever seen before, but still, he became a monster peg warmer. Now, I think it has something to do with Mattel just producing too many of them. I mean, I know that's why, because they usually put like 3 in every single case. So, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, when you actually start to think of it. But anyways, today we're going to be taking a look at the NASCAR version of Jackson Storm. So welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. I'm pretty excited about this review today. But of course, I know you guys probably aren't maybe as much, because Jackson Storm, this version of him, is quite the peg warmer over in the States. Or at least it was. I don't know if they're still selling NASCAR cars over there, because of course the series ended midway through 2022. And it began in around the beginning of 2021. So this was actually one of the first cars released in the series. But of course we recently just reviewed the 2022 variant of NASCAR Lightning McQueen, which was the first NASCAR diecast I've ever unboxed. So that was pretty exciting, and now we're going to be taking a look at another one, Jackson Storm. Now I know this one's probably a bit more boring for you guys, but like I said, I don't have mine. I need to get them in my collection, because I need some more Jackson Storms. I don't have all that many of them. Of course, this is the 2021 design, and they changed it in 2022. Basically, they just changed McQueen's wheels, make them next-gen wheels. That's really the only difference. Everything else is pretty much the same. Of course, the card backs are different. We'll take a look at that in a sec. But yeah, very curved design. It's definitely the same shape as the 2021 packaging for the main line, which I like. Anyways, moving on to the back, checkered flag design, and we have those cars I was talking about. Of course, Jackson Storm. This is the older 2021 Lightning McQueen. We got Pit Crew Luigi and Guido and Crew Chief Mater. Very cool. They come with tires for some reason, but they look good, so I can't wait to get them. But I don't think they're selling those ones at the Dollarama. I believe they're only selling the 2022 NASCAR diecast. It seems that this is a 2022 Jackson Storm, but it's no different. They didn't even change the card back, which kind of sucks, because I don't think these guys were released in 2022, as well as that McQueen. So they technically should have changed it and updated it, but they didn't, which is, I guess, alright. But either way, enough talk about this Jackson Storm. Let's just get him all opened up and out of his packaging. As a character, I can't say I really like Jackson Storm all that much in Cars 3. And I'm not saying because he's a villain. I like villains. Villains are usually some of the best characters when they're done right. But with this guy, I feel like he just wasn't a great bad guy to begin with. I mean, I don't think they really utilized him in the right way. They tried to pass him off more as like a Chick Hicks type character. But I don't know. I feel like Jackson Storm should have had some redemption in the end of Cars 3, kind of like Francesco did. Although Francesco was never really like a bad guy. But either way, I really do like this new Jackson Storm variant. Really, really different from his regular counterpart. I was pretty shocked once I opened him. I thought he would be a lot more similar, to be honest, but he's quite a bit more blue. I like how a lot of that black on the back is gone. And of course he has his Piston Cup champion decals, which is pretty cool, because no Jackson Storm diecast has really had that yet, so that's pretty nice that they included that finally. Of course, it comes with the little pit stop there as well. Just says Igniter and 2.0 with the big S Storm logo there. We'll put that out to the side for now, and we'll compare it to McQueen's later. But for now, let's take a look at this cool paint job. They did a really good job designing these NASCAR diecast, though. I do like them a lot. He has the Piston Cup champion logo on the side. It's very blurry, though. McQueen actually looked pretty good with his quality on the paint, but this Jackson Storm, I can't say the same for. Now, I mean, look at that. It just doesn't look all that great. And a lot of the decals are blurry as well, so that's kind of upsetting. But he has the big old number 2.0 on the side. And then his little contingency sponsors on the bottom: Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy. Like he always has. All the next gens have those same 3 little sponsors there. Of course, the Igniter logo over his wheel well there. That one's almost impossible to even read. They really botched that one. It's actually hard to make out the Storm logo now, which is supposed to be like the tropical storm symbol, I think. I always thought that was a clever thing to incorporate into Jackson Storm's paint job, but it's always weird because it's always like flipped around on this side. This side is like the true way, where it really looks like an S for Storm, his last name. Now Jackson Storm, I think that's just a stage name, I believe. And he also has that green gas cap as well, just like McQueen has, so that's nice. Of course, the little window netting on the side windows there. A little bit different than McQueen's though. McQueen had black and gray ones, and Storm here has black and blue ones. So that's nice. And they even, I think they changed the color. Yeah, they did. They changed the color of his Jackson Storm signature up there. Not really a signature like McQueen's. It's more just like a text, a font, but it does look good. 2.0 on the top in that dark navy blue. They really did do a good job on that dark blue though, up there. This is one of the better decals for sure. This one on the hood, they didn't do a perfect job with it. I guess it's not horrible. The big old Storm badge with the Igniter logo. Now, what's funny is, it looks like they took off the slogan for Igniter, which usually is liquid adrenaline. Not really a slogan, that's just kind of, you know, describing what it is. It is liquid adrenaline, which is like something that goes into the car's intake. I don't even know, to be honest, but something to do with how a car operates, I assume, in the engine. But he does look pretty cool. Not one of my favorite designs, but he's alright. He has those silver rims as well, very nice. On the back though, they didn't change all that much. It still has the number 2.0 on the left side, blue Igniter logo on the top right, and the Piston Cup Champion logo down there. Sure do wish that Mattel would release the regular Piston Cup Champion Jackson Storm. I think it's about time, because we still only have the rookie version. Not that it's a huge change, but it would be nice if they would do that. Very modern looking taillights. That's one thing about Jackson Storm's design. I feel like it never really gets like outdated looking. It's always pretty modern. Even 6 years later after Cars 3. Which is pretty insane that it's been that long. Cars 3 always feels like a modern movie to me. But the spoiler, not much going on. Just the dark blue Igniter logo. I actually like it in dark blue better. Because usually on the regular Jackson Storm, I think it's just like a black or dark gray. Once again, they removed the liquid adrenaline text. I wonder why they did that there. Doesn't really make sense. Usually next gens don't have slogans, but like I said, that's not really a slogan. It's nice that they included the window bars back there, because when Jackson Storm was first released from China, he didn't have those. And that's the one I actually have that we'll be comparing him with. But yeah, I don't know, this design is pretty cool. They just didn't really do a great job at applying the paint, I don't think. Also, his eyes are pretty blurry, unfortunately, as well, as you can see. I mean, it's just upsetting to see, because, you know, it could have been a really cool car, and it's like they kind of botched it a little bit. But obviously, this is a pretty big peg warmer, as I said, or it was in the States. I can't say the same for in Canada, but I assume after, like, a few months of them selling them in Dollaramas, they probably will be. But got made in Vietnam on the bottom. Not much going on, not much detail on Jackson Storm's base. Usually the next gens don't have much detail on the base, which is alright. There's the date stamp. But I gotta be honest, I don't know how to read it. Like I said, never really learned how to read the date stamps for Vietnam cars. I barely even know Thailand, but I'm good at the Chinese ones. So, anyways, surprised they never sold them at Toys R Us, but I think they were Walmart exclusive. That's probably why. Anyways, here's the regular Jackson Storm. Here, just a 2017 one, the original one, which I got right when Cars 3 debuted. I actually found all the Cars 3 diecast a long while before they actually came out. About a whole month. I think I found them in April. They were supposed to come out on May 1st. But yeah, you can see obviously no rookie racing stripes, replaced by the Piston Cup Champion, because he won so many times in the beginning of Cars 3. Same expression, they just kind of, you know, screwed up the eyes. Very, like, light blue, kind of silverized eye color. Pretty cool. The Igniter logo is in the same spot for the most part on the hood. Just now has a Storm logo behind it. Definitely bigger as well, and it's obviously blue now. And like I said, the liquid adrenaline text is gone. They seem to keep the headlights pretty much the same. Looks like that blue line, not really part of the headlights, just paint on the side. It looks darker now on this new one, so that's cool. Same model though, as you can see. Like the same mouth and everything. Not the most exciting variant of Jackson Storm. It's not like the blue steel one or the racing red one, which I'd like to get soon, but you know, it's alright. Look at that, I didn't even realize Jackson Storm usually has yellow around his gas cap, and now it's green. The Storm logo on the side definitely is more scrunched together on this NASCAR one. I don't know, it's not very, like, it's not really outlined well, so it's hard to even tell what it is. Especially on the top there. I don't know how great that looks. Oh yeah, another weird thing. The 2.0 font is flipped in the opposite direction. That's kind of weird. It's slanting forward instead of backwards. It doesn't really, I don't know about that. It doesn't really follow the same, like, way that the Storm logo is going, so that's kind of weird. But the back, like I said, everything's in pretty much the same spot. Even darken that blue on the side of the spoiler there. The spoiler seems to be lighter. It's not, doesn't really match as well to the rest of the paint. And of course, he has those window nets there on the side now, which is kind of cool, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of the window nets because it breaks the fourth wall like we talked about on the McQueen review, but it's, I guess, kind of nice. And it looks like, yeah, he does have a dark blue paint line up there over top his windows there. Pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't have, like I said, a whole lot of Jackson Storm variants to compare him to. The only other diecast one I have is this one, really. Well, out of the package at least. The Mud Racing one, which is an alright variant. I do like this Mud Racing XRS series, but not my favorite. I mean, I guess they are pretty cool. Maybe I don't give enough credit. A lot of brown. I just feel like the brown looks so plasticky. Doesn't look like mud, but at least they kind of detailed the tires. And they did change the model, too, with that mouth. So I guess it's not horrible. Pretty cool. Now I do have the little Jackson Storm Mini Racer as well, but, you know, just a scrunched down diecast version of Jackson Storm. Here's the metallic one. This one's really cool. Really shiny. I wish they'd make a metallic Jackson Storm 155 scale diecast. That'd be cool. They haven't done any metallic cars in a while, though. And then this one here, of course, is in the package, because I didn't really want to open him. He's pretty rare. This is the blue steel Jackson Storm, or the steel blue, I should say. Very cool. Only difference is the color, of course. It's a very nice release. I'm sure when I open him I'd find some flaws, because I know it's all black in the back. For some reason they didn't paint that part. But still, very cool release from 2020, I think. Now, unfortunately, that's all I got for Jackson Storm diecast variants. But at least we have the entire Jackson Storm Igniter racing team here. We got Ray Riverham, his crew chief, Laura Spinwell over here, the little pitty. And we even have Gail Boffer, but she's a bit too big to get on screen right now. First, we'll just take a look at Ray. Very cool pickup truck. This is the only truck of this exact model to ever be made as a diecast. Very modern looking truck. Reminds me of like a Ram or a GMC more, I guess. Really cool. I like him a lot. I really like him a lot because he actually has some of the decals that Jackson Storm has on him. Like the big S Storm logo on the side. He even has a bit of two-tone paint. Very cool. Very reminiscent of Jackson Storm's paint job. 2.0, of course. Big number. Even has Igniter on the hood. Like, not that many crew chiefs are that decked out for their race cars. Really cool. And nice expression as well. And he has the headset. But as for Laura, very cool as well. I love this model of Pitty. Really, once again, only the only one like it ever made as a diecast. For some reason, Mattel refuses to make next-gen Pitties. I do not know why, but there's one like this in Cars on the Road. I forget what his name is, but from the B-movie episode, so maybe if they make him, then they'll start making some more. Who knows? But she was actually recently, not that recently, I guess, but in a 2-pack 2021 with Jackson Storm, and then they were both in a 2-pack together, Ray and Laura, both brand new to 2020, I believe. But yeah, let's take a look at Gale Boffert now. His big old semi truck here. His hauler, of course. We're gonna have to get everyone out of the way for Gale because she's massive. But yeah, I just love Gale Boffert. Very cool release. She's been released every year, though, ever since the beginning. I did a showcase on her a while ago. Her back door opens up, of course, and everything. She was actually just in one of my reviews when I reviewed John Halstead, the Synergy hauler. Really cool. I love Gale Boffert. Let's detach her trailer. There we go. And then we'll be able to get all of them in the shot here. Very nice. And of course we'll bring Lightning McQueen in because, well, his NASCAR version. Bring him in, see how he looks next to Jackson Storm. Very nice. I love this NASCAR series. I can't wait to get more of them because there's quite a few. There's Chase Racelot, Ryan Inside Laney, Danny Swervez. Yeah, those ones were all from 2021, and then there's only really 3 of them in 2022, and I have all those ones, so that's cool. But anyways, I think that's going to be all for today's review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to another NASCAR review soon, and just some other regular diecast reviews, like Nick Pitire, I said, and that big old 11-pack with Bruce Miller. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next time on the Cars Garage.